The 2-litre Boxer engine gets the BRZ to 62 in just over 7 seconds and gives it a top speed of 140 miles an hour. No, I can see the grooves in the tarmac where the bikes have been bottoming out through there. That is just awesome. And we're coming through the town of Kirkmichael. No gravel traps to catch you here, just houses, people's gardens, lampposts, bus stops. Whoa! Revelers are in forth, grabbing fins, hammering through this town. You never see more than about 100 yards ahead of you at the most. Down now to the famous Butler Bridge where the bikes take off. We'll probably take off as well. Oh, I think that was a bit hard. Sorry, Subaru. Trouble is now, I'm wanting more power, even though I'm using the revs that you have to because there isn't much torque. 200 horsepower isn't really enough. Come on, Scooby, more power, more torque. Stir up the boiler house. We're heading for the mountain. It's just full throttle all the way. Apparently the bikers call this a straight. They can have a breather on. No, this is the corner. I have to say, after nearly towards the end of the lap, I'm getting used to this little Subaru. Very confidence-inspiring. It's positive. It's positive. The front turns in nicely. There just isn't really the power to pull it out the other side. This is just the most amazing track experience I have ever had. Probably one of the most amazing driving experiences I've ever had. I am literally gobsmacked. It's my first ever lap of the Isle of Man TT course. And for what, 25 grand? The Subaru's been a great car to do it in.
This is the Juke-R, a mutant prototype supercar from Nissan. There are only 2 in the world, and each cost nearly £500,000 to build.
It's been designed to help Nissan decide if petrolheads want a fast version of the Juke crossover. If customers give a positive reaction to this prototype, then they'll put something similar on sale, although they're going to have to simplify the way they build it.
The Juke-R is a 4-wheeled Frankenstein.
Whilst it looks like a Juke, it's not really a Juke at all. The chassis, engine and gearbox are straight from a Nissan GT-R supercar. And as you can imagine, putting a Juke body on top of a GT-R is no mean feat.
A Juke is 50 centimetres shorter than a GT-R. So the £80,000 GT-R chassis had to be cut in half, shortened and welded back together before a new body would fit on. The interior had to be reshaped for the GT-R's instruments, and the seats set back because of the massive engine up front. Amazingly, the only evidence we can find of this brutal cut and shut is a tiny little weld. And thanks to that hefty roll cage, it's 66 kilograms heavier too.
And you can tell it's very nervous. It's a bit kind of hoppy. You can't turn off all the ESP. If you get the car at all sideways, it starts grabbing the brakes, but the reaction to that is so violent. It makes the car very nervous, very unstable, and doesn't give you a lot of confidence. I don't want to slide this car because it bites you really hard. I mean, I'll show you here. I mean, I'm taking a bit of a risk by doing so. It's just gonna snap back the other way and spit me off. You know, that's at slow speed. If I was doing that at, say, 80, 90 miles an hour, that would have been a monumental incident.
Like most driving schools, we'll be using a couple of Nissans today, but not Micras. Instead, we've got a pair of 370Z Nismos. Each has 344 horsepower and is rear-wheel drive, which makes them perfect for our wannabe track stars to learn in. And to give them the best chance of getting sideways, we've wet down the track. Now then, Sam, so drifting.
It'll be good to work with Tiff and learn from an expert how it's done properly.
I don't know if Sam's drawn the short straw with Tiff.
I'm going to slam the throttle out. Slam the throttle!
I think it'll be okay.
And that spins up the wheels and then we drift sideways.
Mr. Rallyman, he's going to be used to drifting and sliding around those corners. Hey, that was a good one.
Ow, okay. Okay.
So you've seen how the slide starts. If you're not quick enough with the opposite lock,
Turn.
oh, you see?
Yeah.
That happens.
Right, okay.
If we do the opposite to what we did before,
If we come off the throttle too much, it goes the other way. So now we're coming down, stamp the throttle, catch the slide, but now lift off.
lift off.
Whoa!
Woo!
It goes the other way.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Right, so we're back to doing it properly. Bit of turning on here.
Punch the throttle.
Starts to come round.
Now more throttle to hold it.
Perfect.
And away it goes.
It'll get you to 60 in 3.8 seconds. Now that's as fast as a Ferrari F430. Well, that costs 3 times as much. I think I'm gonna have a go at that. Right then. 3.8 seconds. 20, 40, 50, 60. Christ, it is quick.
In Japan, drifting is, well, a national pastime. Toyota wanted the GT86 to appeal to this important niche market, so they fitted it with an important bit of kit.
One of the things which got me excited about this new Toyota GT86 is the fact it's got a limited slip differential. And what that means is when you're cornering hard, you're not going to spin the inside wheel and waste a load of traction and acceleration.
As well as giving more traction, the limited slip diff should spread the engine's power more evenly across the rear tyres. Exactly what you need to perform controlled drifts.
In order to get the rear to slide, you've got to be very committed and almost throw the car into the corner and unbalance it. Flicker in. Do you know, it works. That was definitely a power slide. It's really good. Just needs a bit more grunt.
While a few more BHP would make it even better, the GT86 does live up to the hype.
You know, this definitely feels like a car which has been designed for people that like driving. And that's why I like it, because I like driving. Right, now under the bonnet, we've got a 2-litre 4-cylinder boxer engine. That means is instead of having the pistons in line or in a V formation, this time they're flat and the